It's great to be back. I'm thrilled to sing Sir John Falstaff for the first time. Sir John Falstaff is kind of the ultimate fun character on the stage.
But it is a unique work in the comic genre because it is so brilliantly composed. It's maybe the greatest opera comedy.
You can feel in the writing of the music that he enjoyed the whole, the joy of this character of Falstaff and all the situations he was dealing with.
It's so human. It's so deeply human in the most universal way what's happening there. It's really one of the true masterpieces of all time.
A huge attraction to sing the role of Ford was to know that Gerald Finley was on the books as Falstaff.
There is so much wit in this piece. There is so much love, actually, for human life and for human beings.
We're going to have a wonderful time together. Looking forward to it a lot.
Patricia Racette really is one of the great singing actresses of our time, and Cho Cho-san is one of her greatest roles. It's also one of the most complex characters in all of opera.
Madama Butterfly, I think, is one of the most popular operas because of its unique love story. I think there's also the exotic that is very interesting in terms of experiencing the Japanese culture. It's also such a powerful story about hope and about how hope and doubt play in a dramatic sense. And the sacrifice, the dedication, the devotion that the character Cho Cho-san feels, not just for Pinkerton, but her life that she has committed herself to, is such a beautiful example of feminine strength.
And our production is what I call one of the COC's Canadian classics, staged by Brian McDonald and designs by Susan Benson. It's one of the staples of our repertoire, and it's great to have it back on our stage.
Puccini was such a craftsman that he cut out anything that didn't zero in on the subject. So it's his craftsmanship that gives you a sense of breathing with the story and of the inevitability of a love affair that was not meant to be.
The primary focus of this production of Don Giovanni is this idea of free love, and it involves all of us. And this is this last ideal that Don Giovanni clings to, is this "Viva la libertà."
I think there's many cliches in Don Giovanni that must be avoided at all cost. Don Giovanni is not only about a man who seduces a million women Casanova style. That's not at all what the opera is about. What really it is about is the breaking of taboos. It's about how far can I go until I have completely wrecked the thing that's built me up.
This production that's coming to Toronto is very, very challenging for not only for the audience in terms of creating an environment where they come with an open mind and are ready to accept, I would say, sort of a parallel narrative to the traditional story of Don Giovanni. And it's also very, very challenging for us as performers, but to actually have a friend on stage in a difficult situation, I think is, I'm looking forward to that.
If you know each other the way we do, it can absolutely add to the drama on stage. So the looks on stage will be very interesting. I smell a whole bunch of doom and gloom coming and a big hug after the show. So isn't opera great?
Fantastic.
There's a huge love story. There's tragedy, there's parting, there's sorrow. It has everything.
The Ring Cycle as a total project is the greatest work of art of the 19th century, and to be a part of that, it was just a rare and an incredibly honorable privilege.
I think that the character of Brunhilde is the very best of all of us. That's a gift to play a character like that. I really, really love this girl. And she is a girl in this one.
What I'm most interested in is in this combination of music and drama, and really for it to work you need composers who really understand drama and love drama. But the moment you think of Wagner, you're in a very different space. This incredible revolution he introduced in the form where the orchestra becomes the character's subconscious.
Our musicians are extremely enthusiastic about playing a key role. And in a piece like the Walküre, Wagner gives them the key role. So they have to take it. They have to say, yes, we take this offer and we go for it.
I couldn't be more excited to have this be my first shot out with this character, with this opera, and with a company that truly loves opera as much as COC does. And to me, this is the best way to make art.
Barber of Seville is one of the greatest comic operas because it has that sparkle in the music and that perfection in pacing and the timing, the placement of the jokes. It's one of the perfect pieces.
It takes a lot of adrenaline pumping at the beginning of the show to sort of come out on stage and say, here I am, I'm Figaro, you gotta love me. So he has such zest and joy for life. And that's what I really like about the character. He is energetic, he's jovial, he's fun-loving, but he also knows how to push the boundaries with the relationships of his superiors without reaching the point of insult. He's a fun guy. The overture itself is worth the price of admission. In a way, hearing that music right from the start just gives you this warm, fuzzy feeling of childhood memories.
It's great to have a funny piece in the season, but we also haven't done an opera that you can bring your kids to in a while.
People impersonating people and money being handed here and there, and the good guys win in the end and the bad guys, I don't know if they lose, but they learn a lesson.
Audiences will just leave the theater feeling this golden glow of warmth and victory, that love can conquer anything.
The audience coming to Bluebeard's Castle and Erwartung, I can promise they will have one of the most spectacular experiences in their life.
It's spectacular in so many ways. The visual beauty of it is immediately there.
This production is phenomenal. It is visually phenomenal, psychologically gripping. I think it's an incredibly special production, and I'm so thrilled to be a part of it.
Bluebeard is such a wonderful role. It's one of my favorite pieces in that it really is truly perfect kind of unification of music and theater in one.
I just remember watching it the first time and going, wow. And I think everyone should experience that.
Erwartung and Bluebeard are great companion pieces. They both have this kind of very raw, kind of visceral feeling. It's just kind of like a complete sort of unleashing of the soul.
I think of them like a psychological thriller. It's like an Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Oh, it's going to be big and loud and beautiful.